G'day and welcome back to Brian's Backyard. We're doing some gardening during our lunch break, so stick around and see my Cox's orange Pippin and the latest tomato trouble. G'day, it's a cracker of a day, so let's get out and do something. This is our Cox's orange Pippin heritage apple. It's an amazing apple, but it does need a bit of a haircut, so better get to it. So what I'm doing is basically trimming anything that extends outside of the netting line. So, to put it simply, the net's fit. It's been a weird year for apples, to be honest. We didn't have a cold winter, and I think that's what led to not getting a huge amount of fruit set. But there's definitely quite a bit in there. You've just got to know where to look for it. Also, we're still getting blossoms this late in the season. You can see here, here, and down here. But this one is outside of the netting line, so he's got to go. Look at all that growth from back in winter when we trimmed it back hard. It's a great tree. Since we're out here, we'll give the lavender a bit of a tidy up too. Geez, I love lavender in the garden. Keeps the bees in and it hedges up really nicely. And wow, it smells grouse. All right, I've got to get back inside. But before I go, I've got to come back out after the heat of the day passes and deal with this problem. We have got blight in the tomatoes. All that heat and wet, and we're in trouble. Now, I'm gonna use my trimmers, dip them in metho between I go from one tomato to the next, and then after that, I'm gonna give them a spray with a light fungicide. Hopefully we're gonna knock it off. Tomato trouble, this place is. All right, see ya. All right, we're all done. So let's get back out there, sort those tomatoes out before I whack some snags on the barbie. Hey, before we get stuck into the tomatoes, this is the book I was referring to earlier. It's an absolute cracker. Every time I have a problem in the garden, I look it up in here and I find out what the solution is. It's a winner. So that's the top tip for this week. All right, I'm gonna get the worst of it off. Anything touching the ground, don't want it. And of course, that's all gonna go in the green waste. I'm not gonna leave it out here. Geez, there's a fair bit, but I think this is recoverable. And while we're at it, I'm gonna pinch out any laterals. Clean the cutters, don't want to spread it around. This one had a few leaves taken off, but also there's a couple of laterals to pinch out. We don't want them. We took all of that off. This guy, this one, that one up there, and all of these guys. But they're looking a lot healthier for it. Now let's give them a spray with the fungicide. I think we're back on track. Early blight. That'll do it. I reckon that sprayer is a little less of a sprayer, more of a drowner. But they're getting covered. That's what's important. I'm going to hit the ground around them as well, in case there's any fungus or blight in the soil. Well, that's another lunchtime filled up with some good and wholesome gardening. Hope you're enjoying these short episodes. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And be good to yourself, be good to your garden. Cheers for watching.